It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, reporting from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, for the last few years, the Lakers have been in some turmoil in Los Angeles. Now, they have had some tough luck with injuries that set them back some. But inconsistent effort, execution, and roster construction was also a concern. But a summer of moves that was topped by acquiring Anthony Davis has drastically improved the roster. The question remains, though, have they done enough to now contend in the West? Kevin?
A lot riding on it. Thanks, David. And a whole season still ahead of us. But it's well worth seeing how the updated power rankings shake out. Taking a look at Atlanta, they're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And looking at Memphis, they've had an interesting start to the year. Lately, they've put together some nice wins, and you get the general sense that their confidence is growing.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Rondo in at the point.
Oh, the Grizzlies are going back to the grit and grind style of last season, the slowest pace in the league. They wanted to make the game ugly and uncomfortable for opposing teams.
So the Lakers win the tip. Stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Brooks has got the first points of the night for the Grizzlies.
This is what Brooks loves to do. Get out and run. He's good at making the right decision.
And Chris, the Grizzlies taking the pace out of the game. Taking teams in the, quote, mud, as they put it.
Yeah, Kevin, their style was built on hard-nosed, disruptive defense. I mean, last season, dead last in scoring. To win, they had to make it a rock fight.
Here's Jackson, following the basket by Anthony Davis. And the shot goes down. Brooks has got his second bucket tonight.
What sound fundamentals and shooting mechanics that Brooks has. I mean, he makes defenders pay from the mid-range.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dillon Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. About a minute played so far here in the first. Davis finds Rondo. Davis down low, guarded by Jackson. That's good from Davis on the assist by Rondo.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Morant. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Outside, Green. Trying to get open is Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Looking at league trends, do you miss the physicality of years past, which was so much a part of the time that you played?
I do, Kev. I do miss the physical game. I miss the bumping, the grinding outside in there in the paint. But I also love the new game and the spacing. You know, you can appreciate the game so much more. It's like going to a ballet and being able to see the movement of the players, what they're doing out here. And so I love the fact it's not hampered by guys getting thrown to the floor and grabbed. Do like the physical play, though. I just want to find a happy medium. And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. Both free throws good from Green. And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
Valanciunas, good.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Rondo with it. The shot from the low post is good.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Rondo. And finished off by Morant.
That's what a point guard with length gives you. I mean, Morant is built perfectly for the modern game.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. James outside. Back to Rondo. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. There's the call. Memphis gets the foul.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, and Kevin, in the Memphis Grizzlies, I mean, playoff contenders for 7 straight seasons from 2010 to 2017. I mean, a Western Conference Finals appearance in 2013. Now a new phase as they look to rebuild this roster.
And Chris, in the small market of Memphis, there'd been a resistance to hitting that reset button and going young.
Oh, yeah, with fan attendance dropping in each of the last 4 seasons, I mean, they've reached their pay threshold. And with this team struggling, the writing was on the wall.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Memphis shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
That's good from Morant.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
And the rejection by Jackson. To the inside. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Anderson.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
And Anderson gets it to go.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
Now here's James. He's coming off a 40-point game against Charlotte. Los Angeles with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Anderson. Jackson kicks to Anderson. Pass to Morant. The 3. It's hauled in by LeBron. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 7-point differential.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. That one goes in. And that's now 6 points for Valanciunas.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's James, and the rejection by Jackson. Davis. And here's Valanciunas. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Chris, in his 6th season out of UCLA, small forward Kyle Anderson.
Well, yeah, Kevin, in his first 3 years, improving his long-range distance shooting to over 37%. Now, it's fallen back off the last couple of seasons, but he's a smart, savvy player, and he's at his best when he's hitting shots.
And the first one drops. And for the longest time, the Grizzlies looking for an answer at the small forward position. 2 summers ago, they signed Kyle Anderson away from San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, and he's a unique player. He's kind of a point forward type, very effective around the rim with his length.
He's off on the second.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Here's LeBron. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Back to James. Outside, Davis. From outside, off the mark. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more help this year.
Wow, well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
James outside. Back to Rondo. Outside, Green. Down low, stolen by Jackson. Right side, Jackson. To the middle. Here's Morant. Green with the block. Now LeBron. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Rondo. Back to Davis. No good on that one. Nice D from Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Morant. Here's Jackson. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, for Josh Jackson, not really the sophomore season he was hoping for. Didn't take a major leap forward and saw him fighting for reserve minutes at times.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Memphis also making some changes. Rabs checked in for Jaren Jackson. Jay Crowder comes in for Jackson. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Kyle Anderson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Grizzlies on defense. Leading by 12. And with Jackson, Greg, they just need to see more from him.
The upside, it's still there for Jackson, but nothing is guaranteed in the NBA. He needs to keep working on his game to live up to the lofty draft expectations.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Bradley. Out to the right wing. Here's Valanciunas. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. It's Bradley on the wing. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Brave in the paint, Bradley gets it done.
And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Allen with it from about 16, and that one goes long.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
It was to the chagrin of many that Cousins joined the Warriors last season, but it looked to be the right choice for him. He got to take his time rehabbing and came back to a team in first place with no pressure.
And he can't get the first one. And with Cousins last year, you know, Greg, he came back with a bit of a minutes restriction.
And Kevin, time will tell just how full a recovery Cousins can make. But last year went how he hoped it would with regards to taking a year to get things right and be in a good situation.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Pass to Rab. Valanciunas against Cousins.
Well, such a tough defender. Bradley doesn't take a play off.
And again, Memphis no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Morant kicks to Valanciunas. It's Crowder on the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Dwight Howard. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
Free throw good, Crowder.
Yeah, Kevin, the front office shakeup this summer for the Grizzlies. Now, the new leadership wants to take more of a long-term, proactive approach to things.
And both free throws good from Crowder. And many fans in Memphis had hoped for a change. But, Chris, they still had some question marks with this new leadership.
Yeah, Kevin, that's because they're relatively young and unproven. Former lawyers rather than basketball minded.
Oh, that athletic.
Yeah.
Wow. Jumped out of the gym. Are you for real? Morant, way up. That move was fire.
Lakers trail by 13. Howard, the pass to Bradley. That's tipped. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
So it's the Lakers now. Caldwell Pope on the wing. It's stolen by Allen. Crowder goes in, and the basket is good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Bradley deciding where to go with it. Cousins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, the suitors didn't jump out full throttle to sign Cousins in this past free agency. Still wary of his health. Ended up having to take another one-year contract, this time with the Lakers. Cousins, though, still hoping to show he's a franchise caliber player.
Shooting two.
That one is off. We often talk about problems between the players and fans. I'm sure there are some things that fans do, Chris, that players do appreciate.
Oh, yeah, Kev. And you know what we really appreciate? The good trash-talking fans.
Oh, really?
The clean trash-talking fans. Oh, Weber, you suck. You can't shoot. Oh, so what? You just dunked on the whole team. Like, don't stop in the first quarter, good fans. You know, keep going when I'm giving it to you all game long. So you love that. You love the crowds, too, that don't need to be hyped up by a PA guy. You love the ones that are just so sincere. When they see that kissing camera come on, they go crazy, or they're just cheering for both teams in great play, though they want their teams to win. And you love, again, the creative heckler, the one that had to think about it the day before, like the ones that comes in with the sign and it's a picture of you crying or look like you're crying with words under, like, hey, you didn't get asked to prom today, or the face on Chris after he missed the shot. You love that because it is a great relationship. Don't be fooled, and you know this, Kevin. It's a great relationship between players and the fans, and we need those fans to heckle us, because when you heckle the best players, you usually get their best game.
Allen inside the three-point line, and the shot no good, a bit short.
That's a nice defensive effort, sticking right up on him. I mean, affecting the shot.
Bradley passes to Cousins. And, oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot two. That one's on Morant.
A championship standard in L.A. with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Anderson comes in for Morant.
Oh, the combination of size and strength, it makes Cousins a tough cover. I mean, overpowering.
Here's Clark, guarded by Kuzma. Clark kicks to Ram. Back to Clark. Just 5 on the clock. Over in the corner, Allen. The tray. Bradley with some nice D.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Cousins dishes to Bradley. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. And Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
And the first one at the line is good.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
Allen passes to Crowder. The pass to Rab. Here's Clark. Trying to get open is Crowder. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Bradley passes to Cousins. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And it's Rhea with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. There's 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now here's Bradley. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Misses from short range.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And stolen by Howard. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Grizzlies lead by 10. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question, it's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
They've got Avery Bradley. Howard is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5. So it's the Grizzlies now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points, coming off that loss against the Nets.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And Greg, they just appeared lost out there. I mean, it seemed like they were scrambling on the defensive end of the floor.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 8-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
Passes it to Cousins. And the layup's good off the glass. Cousins has got 5 points so far.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. The Lakers have been shooting right around 75% of the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And the Lakers with some changes. Davis is checked in for Howard. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Caldwell Pope. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson's checked in.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Three-pointer, Crowder. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
Oh, that just shows the layers of Cousins' game. When he's pulling up and knocking in jumpers, the D is in trouble.
Rondo against Allen. Brooks kicks to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from 3-point range.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Outside, Davis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Rondo with a clean look. They get it back. And it's Davis missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Here's Clark. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Davis. Over Allen. Los Angeles with another miss. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Brooks against Green. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. He dishes it to Clark. Poked away. It's stolen by Davis. Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
And here is Allen. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Clark, covered by LeBron. Allen finds Brooks. His three-pointers off the mark. Lakers trail by 4. To the paint. No one near James as he lets it go. That one, no good.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's James. D right on him. And Davis puts it in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Josh Jackson comes in for Clark, and it's Morant in for Allen. Morant passes to Jackson. And stolen by Cousins. 4-on-3 break. Here's Davis. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 16 points for Anthony Davis.
Oh, he's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Pass to Jackson. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, he's like a surgeon down low operating in the paint. He is incredibly effective there.
To the inside, and the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Anthony Davis.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Brooks, left side. Over Green. Brooks misses. Lakers have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. On the wing, James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Josh Jackson.
Well, you got to be careful around James. Always looking to get to the line whenever you can.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
2 shots.
The first one falls. There's the talk about lowering the minimum draft age from 19 back to 18. And Chris, how much of a difference does that 1 year make in a player's maturity?
It makes so much difference. I mean, you're young, you're coming into a league, you're playing against grown men. Just physically, your body hasn't been able to catch up. How do you handle the travel, being away from your family? Many times this guy's first time being away from their families that long. So it is a maturity process, but at the same time, there's only such a few, and if you're one of the few that have the skill set and you're ready to come to this level, we should welcome you with open arms.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. Takes the 3. They get the rebound.
Relentless. I mean, Jackson just giving it his all on the backboard.
So it's the Lakers now, trailing by 2. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
It's tipped. Morant passes to Jackson. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
That puts them in the lead. Rondo's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Now the pass to Brooks. Clock at 6. Passes it to Jackson. Shoots over McGee, and too long on the shot.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
LeBron James on the wing, defended by Crowder. Here's Davis. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Crowder, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And now a look at LeBron James here. Great showing for him last season. How about 27 points a game, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds?
To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Well, the Grizzlies' coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Rondo scanning the floor. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Inside. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, and that's the assist by Crowder. Always a good team player.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. Trailing by 2. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Aggressiveness is everything, and they certainly played with a ton of it to get that one.
Here's James, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. James has got the game tied up here for the Lakers. Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Morant kicks to Crowder. It's stolen by Davis. Here we go. James heading to the hoop, and the dunk by James.
James is unreal in fast break situations. Impossible to contain when he's off.
Now here's Morant, covered by LeBron. Here's Valanciunas. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on LeBron James. And last season, Jonas Valanciunas, averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof. Rebounding at a career high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end.
First free throw is good. And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Green. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Valanciunas hits them both. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action. And there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up with some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to get rest for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Come on, don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was your response?
He pushed me into the basket.
Lets a floater go. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Memphis leading. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. McGee with the block.
When we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, you were there. You saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot. Well, he hit that 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. Still none so far here in the second.
Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Kuzma. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 10 points in the game. Valanciunas has gone 4 of 8 from the field. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Anderson with the block.
And blocks like this fire Anderson up. If you turn, get his teammates going as well.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Yeah, Kevin, second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Grizzlies up 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got to offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket, and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay.
It was a fast pace for Memphis at the outset. At one point, their devastating offensive assault pushed their lead out to 15 points. By the end of the first quarter, they ended up with a 9-point margin. Going into the second quarter, they lost a little focus, sacrificed some points, but still finished with a 4-point cushion at the half. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Memphis leading by 4. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Jackson in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The Lakers shooting around 41% on the night. Jackson against LeBron. From 11 feet away, here's McGee. Tries yet again. In deep. Davis drops it in. Davis has got 22.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And for Memphis, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Shot clock at 6. And the foul called on Danny Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Morant dishes to Jackson. The three-pointer, no good. Lakers trail by 4. Puts it up for Davis.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Morant passes to Brooks. Here's Valanciunas. Shoots over McGee. Stays with it and hits the off-balance shot. And that's 12 points for Valanciunas. The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Rondo. An easy 2 points on the layup.
You got to close up any lane to the rim. If you don't, Rondo is merciless in exploiting it.
Now Morant. 11 points in the game. It's Brooks on the wing. Pass to Morant. Outside Jackson. 5 on the clock. Knocked loose. Rondo with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Green. It's good. This game is all even. Green's got 6.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Up top, Valanciunas. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. To the paint. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. There's the pass to Davis. Over Jackson. And it's Davis missing. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Morant kicks to Jackson. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Lakers trail by 4. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for JaVale McGee. Then for the Grizzlies, Clark comes in for Jackson. And Allen subbed in for Morant. Davis finds Rondo. Back to Davis. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
It's Jackson atop the key. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. 4 on the clock. It's stolen by Green. Stolen by Brooks. Fires from 18. Here's Jackson with the second effort. And he lays it up and in. 12 points for him.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Here's Rondo. 6 points for him. Kicks to Cousins. Shot on the wing. Tipped away. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. There's Green with the 3. It's another look. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
When Cousins has the rock inside, he's ridiculously efficient. He just has such power when he has the ball down low.
Tonight, he's gone 3 of 6 from the line. And the first one drops. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Crowder's checked in. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. Memphis leading by 4. Allen with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's stolen by Davis. Outside Rondo. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Yeah, you can't let Rondo get free in those situations. He's an absolute terror on the fast break.
And some great moments for Rajon Rondo. Helped Boston to a title back in 2008. And as we know, he's a 4-time All-Star.
Yeah, one of the most honorary, toughest, and smartest players in the league. He devours films. I mean, he makes his son watch film. You see that his 4-year-old son is watching film with him. What's going on, man? He's made it clear. Once his playing days are done, he wants to be an NBA coach.
The Grizzlies have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And Memphis making a change here. Anderson's checked in. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. The Lakers trail. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Cousins with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Took him no time at all on that one. And now a 3-point Laker lead. Anderson outside. Passes it to Clark. To the middle. Here's Jackson. The Grizzlies with another miss. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That'll be his second foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And that one falls for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. The Grizzlies also making a change. Rab's checked in, and so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on his stroke.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Anthony Davis.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
And the shot is good. And it's 8 points for Brooks.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Los Angeles.
Lakers leading by 3. Rondo passes to Cousins. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Looking to get it going. Cousins trying to free himself up. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. It's Anderson with the drive. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
I love the form that Caldwell Pope has. When he's open in the mid-range, he feels comfortable rising up from there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Brooks. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Such excellent body control. I mean, Brooks can absorb contact and finish at the rim without having the shot affected at all.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Rondo drives in. Cousins. That shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Down low, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Here's Clark, guarded by Kuzma. And there's the pass to Anderson. Caldwell Pope outside. To the paint, here's Cousins. Banked in off the glass. Cousins has got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers.
The bruising power of Cousins. Once he gets in prime position, he goes straight to work.
Anderson outside. Passes it to Brooks. It's up a 3. Rondo with some nice D.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
The dribble moves of Caldwell Pope just utterly hypnotizing to watch.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Clark. Pass to Rab. And Anderson has it in the corner. There's the dish to Crowder over Davis. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Here's Rab. Trying to get open is Crowder. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Cousins inside. The second chance effort, and Davis puts it in. And it's a 12-point Laker lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Dwight Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Green comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Josh Jackson's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Brooks. Anderson outside. In the corner, Crowder with it. Can they get it? And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
A moment here to see some numbers for Anderson. How he did last season. He put up about 8 points a game last season, 6 rebounds and 3 assists.
Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
That free throw, no good.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who is not content with losing ball games. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on his teammates.
And he sinks the second. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Rondo with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Green. Crowder with the steal. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's Anderson. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Cousins.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Rondo with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Now, this is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
And the pass to Morant. This one for 3. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Lakers leading by 13. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Green dishes to Rondo. 15 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 5. Green, the pass to Cousins. Shoots over Morant. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist from Green. Green's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Morant. And again, Memphis no good. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. His performance that quarter has earned him a double-double. Seems like he's been everywhere in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Lakers 5 right now. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Howard. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. And it's Green missing. The Grizzlies trail by 15 to the inside and stolen by Howard. Now here's Rondo and the wide open shot from Green. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 5 assists in the game. And here's Morant. McGee with the block. One-on-one here. Green missing again. The Grizzlies shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Morant. Count it, good.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Rondo passes to Green. Inside, Kuzma. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Rab, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Knocks it loose. Hands are the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Friday, they head out on the road and face the Mavericks in Dallas. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Anderson outside. All sorts of time, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And this is what his team likes seeing. They want Anderson to keep taking these kinds of shots.
Lakers leading by 12. Knocked away. Outside Rondo. Kuzma outside. Passes to Green. Stolen by Anderson. Rab kicks to Jackson. Pass to Anderson. Here's Morant. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Well, they left it until the 4th quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
They almost left it until too late. But now it's anybody's game.
And the Lakers call time here.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Rand. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Jackson against Kuzma. A floater. Rondo can't get it to go. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Just 4 to shoot. Jackson misses.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
James checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Now James dishes it to Green. Back to LeBron. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Valanciunas has got 7 rebounds in the game.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And another miss by Memphis. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They led by as many as 18 points. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And you see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way, because they know he can go up and get it.
Morant with it, working on Howard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on JaVale McGee.
You know what? I talked to Jaren Jackson this summer, and he told me he grew another 2 inches. So let's just call him around 7 foot right now with the 7'5" wingspan. Jaren Jackson, the perfect physique for today's defensive big. He can protect the paint and maneuver outside.
So he gets them both. He did play power forward at Michigan State and the NBA. But what's Jaren Jackson's long-term position, you think, in this league, Chris?
Well, you know what? I think he can play the 3, the 4, and the 5 with his shooting. Now, he's still experiencing guarding shorter players, and he's getting used to it, but moving his feet serves him well.
Howard finds James. Outside for Rondo. Howard in the post. Jackson on him. High post try.
And superb job by Morant there, making sure to contest without fouling. That's how you play defense.
Rondo with it. He's picked up by Morant. Pass to LeBron. And the rejection by Jackson.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The first free throw is good.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injuries.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
Morant passes to Jackson. That one off the back iron and out.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
He was all alone on that one. Green's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Valanciunas. McGee with the block. The drive by Green. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains a step.
Lakers leading by 14. LeBron dishes to McGee. Back to LeBron. Over Jackson. Here's Howard. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Unloads. And it's Morant missing.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
They get it back, and Green gets it to go.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. Here's Morant. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's LeBron. And the rejection by Jackson.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The third youngest player ever to drop 30 in a game. Jaren Jackson Jr. looking like a great starting piece for the Grizzlies rebuild.
And he can't get the first one. And Chris, he was the third big man taken in the 2018 draft, but in time, Jaren Jackson could prove to be the best.
Oh yeah, he definitely could. I mean, he has a high ceiling, but also a high floor. Why is that? He doesn't need the ball in his hands to be successful. With his defense and perimeter shooting, he can already impact winning in a complementary role.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Well, when you have a guy like Morant, an elite ball handler who can hit from anywhere, there's no real limit to the points he can score.
Outside Rondo. High arcing shot. The rebound by Anderson. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings, a selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Memphis. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Rondo. It's stolen by Rondo. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And the rejection by Jackson. Anderson in the post. James covering. Anderson can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Jackson against Howard. Jackson kicks to Morant. Over Rondo. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Jackson. 22 points for John Morant.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's Rondo. Here's Howard. Grizzlies with the rebound. Anderson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Brooks outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You have to respect the initiative. I mean, Brooks wanting to make something happen. I mean, enforcing the D's hand.
And that one falls for Brooks. The Lakers making a switch here. McGee's checked in. The Grizzlies also making a change. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And both free throws good for Brooks.
45th pick in the 2017 draft. Remember when Brooks led Oregon to the Final Four?
James, the pass to McGee. Loads it up for Davis. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Jackson. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
You always hear about the motor. Well, Jackson has that in spades. He's full throttle all the time, which is why he's able to score while getting hit on that drive.
Jackson against James. That one's not going to go. And it's Memphis the other way. And finished off by Morant.
Man, he takes off like a rocket. I mean, there's a suddenness to Morant's game that most athletes don't have.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
LeBron against Jackson. LeBron, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Oh, man, awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
McGee, the pass to Davis. Over Jackson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 34 points for Anthony Davis. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Morant. Lays it up off the glass.
You could do that every time up the floor. Put Morant in the pick and roll and just let him go to work.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And James with the layup.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Lakers.
Yeah, this has got to be one of the most rewarding wins they'll have this season. They could have easily gone quietly, but they fought back so hard.
They really did. And I think it shows a little bit of the character of this group, and that's a testament to them. When things seem to be their most difficult, they have a way of rallying around one another and looking to be at their best.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Davis.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rondo with the ball. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Davis finds Green. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.